Yo, YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today with that boy Corm, I'm going to be going through an actual VOD review of his gameplay. It's a platinum lobby, sit back, relax, and let's see what he does well. Things where he can maybe improve, all that good stuff. Starting off here, you see he lines up the AR, then he decides to change classes, and then he goes with the AR anyway. So off the break here, he's going to go through, and just a small detail, but your break is very important, okay? Even these small seconds, they really can mess up your timing. For me personally, if you're here and you're like, oh, I've got the wrong class, just commit to it because, again, very small detail, but that's all it comes down to. Normally, the small details are what makes the difference, right? If you're pushing up here and you're standing to pause and do your class for 2 seconds, your team's going to go through. Their first wave of kills, the first wave of kills are going to be 3v4 because you're going to be like a second behind. So just kind of make sure that in these situations, just, change after you die. I feel like, there's just a little fidgety. Again, you're 2 seconds behind. Nothing crazy, but you're going to be 1 or 2 seconds behind. Go through. By the time your team get there, not saying it would have saved the game, but, you could have, instead of being there, you could have been maybe near the edge there, gone for a trade. Again, this distance doesn't seem like a lot. The timing's all that matters. That's what it comes down to. Okay, teammates go through and end up dying now. Well, in this situation, your teammates go through and die. We're just trying to get a pick here, try to even up the odds a bit. So you go through. Great shots. Now, you've now got that kill, okay? Immediately, I don't even know what's going on, where people are. All I know is they're going to pre-end this head glitch because you shot from here. So right now, if you're going to peek over, you want to camera it. You want to peek and then back away. Or you want to do a snake animation. You want to kind of you want to pump up forward. You don't want to pre-aim and walk forward. You want to basically either go prone and then do a pump up so you can camera them, or you right now want to kind of look up and then go crouch again. You basically want to camera and use this cover as a bit of shelter. So let's see how you approach this. Go through, you standing there, good shots to be fair, great shots, 2 down, perfect start there. After your teammates kind of messed up, 2 are down, you have some equipment there, you could definitely throw it and be a bit annoying. Okay, now the first thing we do see is our first spawn where we can kind of see how it's influenced the map. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to pay attention to. What we're going to do is we're going to split the map into a few kind of sections here. Last video I called them quadrants. They're not quite quadrants because quadrants, so we're going to call them sections. Okay, so section we're going to leave in the middle like this, like a line in the middle like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have sections on the map, okay? So section 1 is going to be this side here, which is the side that we kind of want for P2. Section 2 is just, let me make that a bit cleaner. So this is how I want you guys to think of every map going forward now into sections, because most maps have 3 sections, okay? Now what you can do if you want to be a bit extra is you can also split the map this way. So you can split the map like this. When there's lanes, these are more lanes. So you got lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, but we don't need to talk about that now. For now, we're going to worry about sections because the spawns are worried about this side. The spawns are more the vertical than the horizontal. For you, it's the other way around, depending on the way the video is. Yeah, for you, it'll be the other way around. But anyways, these are the sections we want to address, okay? So section 1, section 2, section 3. We are going to leave these here now for the remaining of the game, okay? And all I want you guys to do is go with me and think every time the hardpoint's on, where would we like to spawn? Would we like to spawn in section 1 or section 3? That's the question. So right now, we're going to look at the spawn points. For this specific hill, we're going to say spawn point A is around there, so where you kind of primarily spawn. And spawn point B, we're just going to say is around there, okay? So the way it works is while we're on P1, so we're going to just label P1 for now. When I say P, I'm referring to point. While we're on point 1, these are the spawns activated, okay? So what we're thinking about is we're thinking about P1, how do we get control of it? But we're also thinking about P2. How can we get control of P2 as well? So if I asked you that question, how do we get control of P1 and P2? You would tell me in your head right now, when you guys think, where do we want to spawn, A or B? I would always say you want to spawn A because A is on P2. So you want to start playing for that side. So now we know that information. We know that these are the spawns. Let's go through. So you see we get the first 2 kills. Again, we kind of mentioned it. Good trade. Fantastic trade there. Our teammates are spawning up. Good trade. Good kill. Perfect. Teammates spawn behind me. That's fine. Now we get another kill. Great. Good stuff. That's 2 down. Okay. So 2 down. We know there's 1 on our right. So now this is where we can start getting some different colors out. Let's use, what should we? Let's use blue for just a general map, okay? So if we look right here, there's somebody on our right and there's somebody on the hill. There's 2 dead. So what does that mean? It means player 1 dead, player 2 dead there, player 3 is going to be there, and player 4 is going to be on the right. So we now know where all 4 players are. So what that means is this player is by himself until player 1 and 2 spawn up. This bit of information, this bit of knowledge, I'm seeing it purely from this screen here with pausing it, okay? Now the reason I pause it is because I want you guys to process the same information, whatever rank you are. Now somebody watching this might be in silver or gold and process the same information. Somebody might be in crimson. The difference is the timing, okay? If you guys are processing this information with me, in game, you need to do this information in 2 seconds to be a certain rank. You need to do this information in 1 second to be a certain rank, in 3 seconds to be a certain rank. The point is, it's the same information, just how quick you could determine it and kind of act on it is your rank, essentially, in terms of game awareness and reading the spawns and reading the map, okay? So we're going to go through it together, how you can read those situations. Your job is to do this in-game at a fast pace. So we're going to go through. Now, next bit of information, okay? Right there. As soon as I see that my teammate spawns there, that gives me so much information. Let's use tac maps here and kind of think about what that means, okay? So I'm standing right here. We're going to give us red number 1. We're going to be red number 1 in this. Actually, we'll be blue. We'll keep us as blue number 1, okay? So I'm standing here. My teammates are around here. Okay, so both my teammates are around there. And my other teammate spawns around there. So really, really weird. Because I would expect him. Let's forget everyone else for a second. We know 2 are dead, right? So 2 are dead. I would expect them to spawn like this. I would expect them to spawn there and my teammate spawn behind me like normal. So the fact that my teammate spawns there has shown me that something weird has happened and somebody on the red team has either spawned behind me or made a pinch or something. Something's happened where the red team, I believe, has spawned behind me, giving them spawn A, which made my teammate spawn there. So right now, even if that's not true, just for a second, I would look at my teammate spawn there and think, right, I'm going to be a bit careful here. I think they could be behind me. So we're going to play it out. We go through and you see how you're reading the bottom, you're watching the bottom. I would be cautious behind you. So I would look to my left and just like that. So do you see how I read that same information? Now I've not seen this gameplay. This is the first time I clicked on the video and this is all my kind of just going through my brain here. But do you see how I read that play? I looked at the map and realized, right, my teammate spawned out. My teammate was actually there. So they should actually be behind me. So what I would have said is either go inside or play a corner or something and expect them to push through there, just like they did. So you're essentially playing for reinforcements for the cuts, but what you did is kind of looked there when your teammate was pushing there and you ended up kind of getting funneled and watching the wrong way and you end up getting outnumbered there. So right there, what I would have said is instead of being there, so this player ended up going around there, he went underground there, which made them spawn there. Well, he went like underneath you, then his teammates ended up spawning there, your teammates pushed up, and then it kind of got a bit mixy. So this is all from your POV, all from the minimap. I was able to identify that. The goal is to do it as quick as possible. So let's back away and see where it happened, okay? So again, right now you get the 2. I would assume they're spawning at quadrant 3. I would assume that they're spawning on the third side of the map. I would say, right, they're going to spawn on B point, they're going to spawn on point B, and they're going to be on lane 3. So we go through, I'm like, we're chilling. As soon as my teammate spawns right there when I'm reloading, good shots, good kill. As soon as my teammate spawns there, I'm like, oh, okay. So my teammate spawns in section 3 on B point. I'm going to assume my enemies are spawning section 1, point A. That's exactly how I'm thinking. I'm turning around, I'm watching, instead of watching this, because right now, look what you're watching. What are you watching? You are actually currently watching section 3. But remember, your teammate just spawned there. So it's more than likely they're coming from section 1, okay? So right now I turn around and be like, I think they're coming behind me. I should actually turn around, play an off angle, chill in a corner, and get the kill. Again, I'm going through specific moments here. I'm not like too worried about the whole game. For me, it's more about the thought process. So I'm trying to show you guys clips from this specific gameplay with a subscriber and show you exactly how you're working Corm and what you could do better there, okay, my friend? So now, what is the issue now? The issue you have now is because you died in that situation, what ended up happening is the opponents now have map control. But not only that, the worst scenario for you to be in, okay, is for you to be in one of the lanes and them to have two of the lanes, okay? Especially when you're on the lane that you don't want. So what I mean by that is this. For P2, we actually want, so P2 is right here, right? We want lane 1, lane 2, spawn A, okay? So what do we want? Let's write it down. We want, so this is, again, how I actually picture it in my head. I'm like, I don't look at the lanes, but this is a good way to explain it. I'm thinking, right, we actually want lane 1 plus lane 2 plus spawn point A. That's literally how I'm thinking about this right now. That's what we want. What we don't want, okay, so this is what we want. What we don't want is lane 3 and spawn point B, okay? What do we have? We have lane 3, spawn point B. So immediately I know we should be thinking of spawns for the next hill, thinking of the bigger picture, okay? So we need to get this map control. We need to get these kills. Now, if we get these kills, what happens? We get this wave of kills. We can start pushing up the map. We can start getting 3 and 2 now. Start pushing up. They are still going to have lane 1, and they're still gonna have the spawn. So this is the first wave, then we have another wave of kills. So it comes in waves, okay? So the first wave is to take out lane 2, get the kills, push up the map, then we get another wave which allows us to get lane 1 and split and flip the map. That's all it comes down to in Hardpoint. So look what we do. We get one, we go through, and you see you go across. So right there, that death, yes, you got a kill, okay? Great kill, but what happens now? You kill this player, he spawns back there. You go there, you get traded, you spawn back there. That kill you just got, the whole positive effect has now gone. Why? Because you've lost that trade. You got traded again, so they still have the lane. It goes back to default, right? So you get a kill, you get traded, look where you spawn. You spawn in the same spot. So there's been no progression. So that's why I say to people, don't worry about the heal right now. Get some kills, gain the map control, get lane 2 activated, get some map control, push up a little bit, take some space so that you can spawn them out. That's what you're trying to do. That's the ultimate goal here, okay? We're going to keep going. This was probably, in my opinion, one of the best explanations I've had so far on this segment. So hopefully you guys are learning from this and understanding it. If you guys are, please let me know down below what else you want me to explain like this. And I'm going to try my best to get you guys different things like this, okay? Look what we're doing. Perfect play. We get 2, we get 3. So what happens is when you play better players and harder lobbies, these waves and kills, when they have a setup, become harder, okay? So right now you're getting away with it in a platinum lobby where they're not setting up as well as they should, okay? So the only difference is the same situation. They're going to have lane 1 and 2 in a crimson lobby, an iridescent lobby, and a pro lobby. The only difference is they're going to be a lot harder to kill in each setup, and they're going to control more space. They're going to be more annoying, more punishing, all that good stuff, okay? So right now they might have something like this where they're just like, you know, they're really taking control of the map, not letting you go through. But you see right now, you guys go through, you get 1 great shot there, you make him weak, you get a 2-piece, okay? So now what should we do? Push up immediately, okay? I like the play, I like going left here. That's 3 down. The 3 players you just killed now, they are still gonna spawn. Where will they spawn? Let's just do this for a second, okay? So 3 players are dead. We don't know where the 4th is, okay? We don't know where the 4th is. Let's just leave him there. They're not gonna spawn behind you yet because technically you're still in lane 3, right? You're still in lane 3. So they're actually gonna spawn one more time around here. The only difference is now you guys have total control of lane 2. Really good stuff here. Remember, we're trying to close in. Now we need 1 more wave of kills. So I love what you guys are doing. Not only are you going through lane 2, you are going through this left lane here. You're going through this left lane together. Okay, so let's play us out. And what ended up happening was one of their players is there. This was their 4th and final player. We get the kill. Okay, perfect. The other 3 players are still spawned up here because they just spawned up now. So they're probably back here. Okay, this player that dies, if you guys stay here, if you guys don't progress, he will spawn with them. If you guys push up, by the time you get here, if he then has to spawn, the game is going to recognize that. The game is going to say, you know what? This player, he should actually spawn on point B. Even though his team is there, the reason why is because now we're going to go through the concept of blocking spawns. So the way blocking spawns works is whenever you activate a spawn. So right now, it looks like the red team have got spawn A. That's not the way it works. What actually happens is, why the fuck is that dot so big? Can you relax? Okay, the way it works is this is actually blocking the spawn, right? So when the red team is sitting here, what they're actually doing is they're telling the game, right, we have blocked this. So what that means is the blue team cannot spawn here. We have blocked this. So make the blue team spawn here. Okay, happy with that? But what we're doing now as the blue team is we're telling the game, we are also blocking this. So we're saying to the game, no one is allowed to spawn here. We're blocking it, you're blocking it. So both teams are blocking the spawns. That's why when this player died, he spawned here. Not because they've lost spawns, but because blue are also blocking spawns. Again, I hope this makes sense. Blue are blocking spawns, which makes it harder for red to spawn there. Now, as the kills go through here, whoever wins this fight, let's just say you win the fight now. This is the death zone. Guess what? They have no longer blocked the spawns, only you have. So the game is going to look and say, right, we're spawning them out. And that is how to play Hardpoint. What we just went through, getting lanes, blocking spawns, being annoying, this is exactly how to play Hardpoint. The only difference is every level there's pacing, there's timing. Okay, so let's play this out and see what happens. You're going through, you're getting another kill. And this is why I said, get to the back, block the spawns right now. The kills you just got have spawned them out. Perfect play. But most people now, this is what they do wrong, okay? What most people do here when I'm watching people around, I would say from, honestly, from platinum below, maybe platinum, they start to not do it, but they start to, especially golden below, what they start to do is they start to sit in lane 1. People sit like this. They have like 3 people in the hill, and then they have like 1 person on the stairs. Do you see why this is an issue? Because you're letting the red team go through and get lane 2 for free. You're not even contesting them, okay? So now they're at lane 2. You're letting them get closer and closer and closer. If they want, they could just go round and they can start fighting you here to a point where they're kind of like close to blocking the spawns. Like they could, like say this guy's sitting in a corner on hill as well, right? Let's just say, very dramatic example. But do you see right now, if number 1 goes through, right? You guys are getting time, okay? But right now, any death that you guys get is spawning you out, and this is why it's very important to take map control. So whenever you see people cutting lanes, this is what they're doing. This is the concept of cutting lanes in about 20 seconds. Ready? You look at the lanes, which in this scenario I made lane 1, lane 2, lane 3. When you cut the lanes, you know this little line here, the white line I made? This is like an imaginary line that you want to keep them around. So we want to keep them around lane 3. So what we do, if I'm cutting lanes right now, I can sit here and be annoying. And this is what I do. So he goes through, I get a kill, then I back away, play a different off angle. Then this guy comes through, I kill him as well. So now they're going to spawn back. So all you're doing is delaying their push. Kill, they spawn back. Kill, they spawn back. But what you don't want to do is push up, die, because now you spawn back and they push forward. You see? So it's literally like a tug of war for lane 2. Lane 2 is everything because that gives you mid-map control. Can you hold the hill without lane 2, just having lane 1? Yes, but there's more pressure on your team. You have to win a wave without losing lives. Okay, so let's watch this, see what happens there. So we're going through again. Remember, right now, what's important? Keeping the spawns. Nothing else matters right now. Keep the spawns, keep the spawns, keep the spawns. Perfect. Okay, just like I told you, remember the situation I said? Look what's happening. This is kind of what's happening. We have 4 people around the hill right now. If I'm watching you, Corn, what I'm saying to you is push out, cut the lanes. We need to get to lane 2. So what do I say right now? Your teammates behind you, start going forward, start pushing out, start taking more space so we can cut those lanes. Okay, so right now what I would say is, you know what, you have a stun grenade on you, use that. You just stun in there, use a grenade in there, go to the right, cut the lanes, be annoying, get that extra layer. Stop sitting at the back here and like chilling because you don't have time. You need to push up, push up, push up. So let's see what you do. So you're chilling, you're holding it. This is the play I want you to be better at. Not sitting in these corners, but pushing out. Right now, look, you're holding a corner, you're watching the back. That kill right there, we should have earlier. Now that's 3 down. Push up. Why? They're going to spawn here. 3 of them are going to spawn here. You need to be cutting the lanes here. You need to be cutting the lanes. Right now, what should you do? Instead of sitting in this corner, don't let them have lane 2 for free. They're going to get that for free with no pressure. So what do we do? Push out. I want you to go top here. I want you to push out. I want you to play P1, head glitching it. Be annoying. Look, you're watching the back now. You're sitting in a corner. I don't like this. Look how much pressure you're inviting on. Can you still hold the hill? Absolutely. But it's more pressure. Look, you see how much pressure you're letting them get in the point? This is too much pressure. Now, when you go up against the diamonds and crimsons, if you give this much pressure, you're going to lose all the time. Even right now, look, all the kills you're getting are in the beginning of lane 1. They're in the between lane 1 and lane 2. All the kills you're getting, let's pause this right here. Where's my imaginary lane 1? My imaginary lane 1 on my map is here. This isn't a real lane. This is my imaginary lane. But do you see that? Imagine this is lane 1. So you can see both images now. We should be past lane 1, sitting in lane 2, which is P1, right? We should be sitting there, like right here, being annoying, stopping them from getting through. That's what we should do. Let me show you what I mean, just as a side note, okay? Do you remember on P1, after these kills, when you're getting these kills, right? You know right here, this is where you should be trapping them right now. This is literally where you should be trapping them right now. You should be trapping these guys right here. Basically, you should be trapping these guys. Let me show you what I mean. This room that we're highlighting, let me show you guys on the map. What lane is this? This is lane 3. This room is lane 3. And you guys are in there right now. So you guys are in the lane 3 that I created, right? Where this player is killing you from is where I wanted you to be. Let me show you. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Do you see right now, you can't just run through. Like, you can't just get through for free. You see you're going through. There's somebody stopping you. This is why cutting lanes is important. Right now, imagine we're on P2 and you would be able to get there for free to piano. What I'm saying is you should have people posted up there or there or there to stop you from getting past this lane, even on P2. This is P1 right now, but this should also be on P2. You should be pushing them back so they don't have a chance. And that's what I want you to kind of understand, the concept of cutting lanes. Right now, this could be you in the P2. But instead, this is what actually is you. We forward, we forward, we forward. You see how you're sitting here? Look at the difference. You should be on catwalk watching a deeper angle, but instead you're watching the angle from here. And this is what it comes down to. When I say cutting lanes, this is what I'm referring to. Just looking at the map, looking at these segments that I've drawn and say, you know what? I need to push up a bit more. I need to get more map control. Because look, you're getting killed, you're getting pushed when there's no pressure. Again, this is fine right now. You're getting away with it because the players you're going up against don't understand the concepts, right? Which is fine. But when you go up against diamonds and crimsons and iridescents, if that's the level you're trying to hit, it's going to have to be a learning process, because this scenario we need to push up a bit more. Right now, again, let's look at the map and say, right, where could they be coming from? There's gaps in the setup. That's 2 down. I would turn around right now. I would turn around because my whole team's watching front. There's no one watching our pinch. Again, trophy system. These are very, very small details right here, okay, which make a big difference. Right now, if you're going to stand here, chuck a trophy, a smoke, stun, sorry, chuck a grenade, go there, go different angles, get these kills. There's 2 down. There's only 2 people you're looking for. So sit on this head glitch and get these kills. Start sliding around, be annoying. But right now you're kind of sitting there. You're not helping your team too much. You're not really helping your team right now. You're kind of like left, right, not really sure what's going on. Like chuck a trophy, chuck a stun, chuck a grenade, get the kill nice and easy, okay? You guys get a really, really bad play there and you guys get 4-pieced. Honestly, should never happen there, okay? Go through. Now we spawn out. Where do we spawn? Where do we spawn? We're spawning on side 1, right? We're spawning on side 1. We're going through now. We're going across. That's 2 down. Again, bait and switch. I like this play. I love how you played your life there. That's not bad at all. That's absolutely fine. Again, just be a little bit better with your slide cancelling. One thing you're not doing is you're walking around the corners. If I play it like this, you know, when you walk around the corner like that, this is not, you're not cameraing your opponent. So I know some people aren't sure what the word cameraing is. Cameraing is a blanket term, okay? So when I say the word camera, what I'm referring to, that is really bad handwriting. I'm literally writing with my weak hand. But when that is not the word camera, let me back away. That is awful. Okay, so when I write the word camera, right, that is a blanket term. For example, let's say you say the word, I don't know, drink, right? Oh, I want a drink. There's so many different versions of drinks. If you say, oh, I'm going to play a game, there's so many different games. When I say the word camera, it's a blanket term. It's like, oh, let's use movement. No, there's so many different movements, right? So camera, you could slide cancel. You could snake. You could well, slide cancel, sideways, backwards, all that stuff. You could jump around corners. You could do the long jump. You could do the short jump. These are all different types of cameraing, okay? So right now, your job is to identify what mechanic I should do. I've got plenty of videos on mechanics and cameraing. You guys can always check that out. But for now, we're going to focus on the other stuff. But right now, my point was, if you're in this situation, you want to be cameraing the corner to get there quicker. You'll be chucking stuns, chucking grenades, just being a little bit more, I would say, impactful. It's not like you're not doing anything. It's just that you could do a little bit more, okay? Right now, we're trying to go towards lane 3. Just like we did on this situation, it's a little bit different. Why? Because we actually, for the first time all game long, we're going into P4, right? We actually want to spawn, for the first time all game, we want to now spawn on 3B, okay? So now we should be prioritizing lane 3. We should be trying to get lane 3 and lane 2. But what's happening now is lane 2 is being contested. So what do? We need to make a play. We need to get through, get towards lane 3. Let's play it out. Let's see what happens. So look, you're going towards a hill again. For me, right now your team has a hill. You have lane 2, okay? Push through. Get lane 3 here. Push through, push through, push through. Big 2-piece. Push through, push through, push through. So in that situation, this is what I was going to say to you. I was going to say straight away, go through the kitchen right there. But I was waiting to see if you actually do it. So right now, look, you go through, you go through, you go through. As soon as you get this kill, and you get this kill, right? This is already, for me, a bit too late, but you should have watched kitchen as well, because where are they spawning? They're spawning right here. So if your teammates are watching the front, this is what situation. Your teammates, one of them's around there. You have 2 teammates sitting there, okay? Let's put you there. You have 2 teammates sitting there, watching that area, and you're sitting there. You need to look at this scenario and say, right, we need 1 wave of kills so we can push through, okay? If they send 2 people there or 3 people there, whatever they send, let's say they send 1 catwalk and 1 through there, we need to be ready for that. So what do? Yes, you can help your team, but if you're helping your team, you're essentially leaving this whole middle area to get pinched. You want to keep lane 2, remember, so don't get tunnel visioned here for kills. I know it's easy to get these kills, but don't get tunnel visioned. If you want to get tunnel visioned, well, that's obviously not a good play, but if you want to watch what your teammates are watching, use your equipment. What I mean by that is this: go through right now, shoot this player, okay? even if you get this kill, okay, turn around immediately, watch this left side and chuck a stun right there. This bit here, you could have turned around and stunned that room and been ready for that gunfight right there. If you stunned that room even earlier, it would have allowed you to buy timing and you would have seen what's going on. Okay, so even though you're 14-5, you can see the way you're playing. I can definitely see you can improve. Now, you're getting kills in this lobby. You are playing good in this game. But again, against better people, that's where the issues are, okay? You're going towards lane 3 now. You're at the start of lane 3. Get these kills. Block these spawns, okay? What are you doing now that's so annoying for them? You are blocking these spawns. Your teammate now, this is really, really important, chat. His team is around here. Your team's around here, okay? You just kill their anchor. You just kill their main anchor. Okay, this guy was holding the spawns. Remember we said he wasn't holding, sorry, he was blocking the spawns. When people say holding spawns, it's the same thing, but the actual term is they're blocking spawns, okay? Holding is just easier to say. If you understand it, you're like, yeah, I'm holding spawns. If you're new to the game or kind of not really sure about the spawn system, blocking spawns is easier to understand because they're blocking this spawn so the team doesn't spawn there. Right now, you kill this guy. So you are blocking this spawn, even though they have the hill. Even though they have the hill, you are blocking this spawn. So now they have to worry about you. So let's say this guy, he might even spawn out now over there because your team's there and you're blocking this spawn. So what you cannot do now is overcommit to the hill, die, and then spawn there, because before, if you do it now and die, this guy can still spawn here. You have to play your life right now. You have to play your life. Let's see what you do here. Going through, and you don't push it, bro. Don't push it. Fantastic 2-piece. You have to play your life here. Just chill. Do not push it. Do not push it. And you've played that to perfection. That was a fantastic play from you. Fantastic play. The only issue is 4 of you on the hill. Right now, what do we do? Right now, you're on the hill. I would turn around and watch the spawns. I would turn around and watch the spawns. You see how you're giving up this whole area? So fantastic play, by the way, to get this spot. That was such a good play from you, okay? But now they spawned out. You know, you kill them. They're going to spawn out, right? Your teammates on the hill. Now, yes, there's maybe one of them pushing through from earlier, the kind of people we were referring to. But what you need to do now is look at the spawn and say, okay, we now need to watch the left because no one's watching the left right now. So what if this guy blocks the spawn as well? What if this guy does what I just did? You see? So if you're sitting like this, what if this guy does what you just did and start blocking the spawn? So you need to back away and just chill here, block the spawn so that your teammate can spawn with you. So let's play this out. You go through, good kill. Your teammate spawns there. Now that your teammate spawns there, this is fine. It's now safe. So those 3 seconds I would have said, get off the hill, watch your spawn. Now that your teammate spawns there, that tells me that no one's blocking it. It's safe. Okay, really, really good play you made. Really heads up play. Very, very good. Right now, your teammate holds that, hold the mini map, you're fine. You're chilling, okay? Right, in terms of what you're watching, you know, I don't really know what you're watching there. I guess you're kind of watching the back. I mean, I guess it's okay. I would just stay down, bro. You don't have to do anything, okay? Just stay down. They're going to come for your left. Chuck a stun, chuck a grenade, just stay down there. But really, really good play. You won your team that rotation single-handedly. Fantastic play. No complaints from me at all on that hard point. Okay, let's go through. Halfway through a game. We spoke quite a lot about the spawns and everything. So now we can kind of just let it play out and honestly just see if there's anything different. I think we spoke about for 30 minutes about the same kind of concept across the hill. Now all it is a second rotation. So we're going to play it out and just see how he does. We're going to play it out, see how he does. Gets another kill. Gets a mixy, 2 kills, perfect. Like, chat, what you guys have realized, when I'm doing VOD reviews, I don't talk about deaths like, oh, why are you dying here? Like, bro, deaths are a part of the game. You're going to go death. You're going to get death. You're going to get kills. It's a part of it. But my job is to help you guys understand if you're playing the right way, if you're making the right plays, if you're doing things the correct way. When I do mechanic sessions, that's about, you know, how can I win more gunfights? But you're seeing a lot of the time, if you have the lanes, lane 1 and lane 2 and lane 2 and lane 3, if you have the lanes, it's very easy because they're coming towards you. This player is 22-8 right now, doing a fantastic job. The only thing I would say is I want you to be a bit more flexible in terms of roles. Right now, by the way, you're cutting the lanes perfectly. You're in lane 2. So if we actually pause it, you guys have lane 1 and lane 2 and what about P2? What do we want? On P2, what do we want? This was for P4. For P2, what do we want? We actually want 1, 2, and A. That's what we want. What do we have? We have 2 people in the middle. So this is lane 2 covered. We have 1 person on the left, which is there, and we're spawning at A. We have the perfect setup for P2. So what do? We need to keep this pressure. We need to keep them spawning at point 3. Again, chat, I want you guys to let me know the way I've explained this. Do you guys like it like this? Do you guys want me to do this for every single map for the VOD reviews? Let me know, and I'll make sure to keep up. Your feedback is important. Even if I don't reply to every comment, chat, because we get quite a lot. Again, I really appreciate it. I do love the support, so thank you so much. I do look at them all and kind of take the feedback on. So if you guys have any feedback, anything you like, let me know. Even if it's, you know, just saying, oh, this is a good format, keep it up like that, so I know that you enjoy it. Okay, right now, remember, cutting lanes. That's one thing I would say. In that situation, you didn't play that bad, you got the kills. Just thinking out loud, okay, great play there, fantastic 2-piece. Your teammate's on your right, so he has that side. What I would say right now is just turn around, because your teammate has that, turn around and watch the side door. But again, in the moment, I know it's a bit faster, but I would have said just stay here like how you are now, chuck a stun and nade, snake it, be annoying. Again, just small detail, but those small details are what counts. Up by 40 points, really good job. You got the spawns again, no complaints right now. Honestly, I just think you did a good job here. I think you did a really good job here. 20 seconds again, turn around, your teammates are there. One thing you're not doing is reading the minimap as much. This week you push out. So what I want you to do is have a go button. I need you to have a go button and activate it like now. Like when you get this kill, even now, okay, you're sitting on the hill, I would activate my go button, because imagine a train at a train station, right? If you guys have a train wherever you are, a train station in terms of the concept, like right now, this player is coming through. Imagine this is the train behind, the behind train, okay? And you're the train in front. You're waiting for him to arrive at your stop, then you're going. What I'm saying is, like, why don't you just go and leave the hill for 2 seconds? So like, this is the train 1, okay? So train 1's right here. Sorry, train 2. This is train 2. You're train 1, okay? This is the hill, is a train stop. So we're on the hill right now. Yes, you're getting time. But while he's closing in, why don't you go now? Like, go forward now. Yes, you may lose these maybe 2 seconds that you get, but the 2 seconds you're losing, you will be able to get so much more space on the map so that you can get 2 more kills for free. And those 2 kills that you get, so you kill 1, kill 2, they will be more valuable because your teammate can then soak up to 20 seconds without pressure. So it's just about those small things to understand. My teammate's behind me. Why am I waiting here? Let him get the kill. Let him get the hill. And this is the concept called bumping hill. Right now, if you're watching Shotzi, right, he would tell the player at the back, Dashy, whoever, yo, bump the hill, I'm pushing up, for example, if that player is there, or the player on the side. The player at the back can stay there. This player on the side will say, yo, I'm bumping hill, go forward. So when they say bump hill, they basically say you go forward and cut lanes. But look, you're holding it, and your teammate goes in front of you, okay? You never want to let that happen. You always want to be, if your teammate's behind you in that situation, you should be moving forward. You should be the one pushing up, okay? Right now, you're not getting punished as much as you should for these kind of lackluster cutting lane decisions. Again, you're shooting really well. It's just those cutting lanes I want to see you a bit more, I would say, fluent with, just a bit faster, okay? But besides that, good gameplay. You're going through, good time. Again, use your equipment on the left here. You know they're coming through the left, use your equipment. One thing you're not doing in this specific kill is using your equipment. And this is where, again, both P3s, you could have benefited from switching roles. Right now, this is why we need to switch roles, okay? Every hardpoint is different. Right now, switch your weapon. So you know what? The role I'm taking right now, I'm sitting here and I'm normally watching this long corridor. I would really benefit if I had an aims in my hand. Don't be afraid to switch weapons. Right now, this hill, if you had an aims, you would have been able to hold it both times with no problems. Hold an aims right here, same gunfight. Just have an aims, watch the same cuts you were doing. Don't be afraid to switch up your weapons, okay? Because you go through good shots. But again, this is the second time you guys got broken. This is the second time you guys got broken. And I would say if you had an AR, it would have just made it easier for you, okay? Right now, you're going through. You're trying to get into lane 2. Remember, we have lane 3 now. We have lane 3. That's fine for the new hill. But for now, while we're on P3, we need to still break it, but we need to still keep this side of the map. We need to keep lane 3. So let's see how we do it. We go through. We don't want to overcommit, though. Why do we not want to overcommit? Because if we overcommit, we could lose the spawns and we could get lane 1 instead of lane 3. So we have to be careful here. Do not overcommit. We're going through. There's 2 down. There's 1 more there. Good. That's a 3-piece. Let's see where the other one is. Perfect. So it was good that the opponents didn't push through there. So you got kind of fortunate. And now you're cutting lanes. Okay. So right there again, you don't need to back away. I would say sit here. Sit in an off angle. Just chill. So even right there, like just about choosing your battles. You get shot. You have control. What do we have right now? We're on P4. What do we want? We want 3B. We have 3B. Let them push through. Play an off angle. Right now, what you could have done is just sat on the floor. Just sat on the floor prone. Let him run past you, trying to find you and get an easy kill. Just play those off angles. Be annoying here. Look at this. You get shot. I would have said, you know what? He's going to push up. I would literally sit on there, prone, wait for him to run past because he won't expect it and get a first kill. But you're challenging him. You're challenging him with a sub for no reason. Now you're giving up that space. You're still going to spawn at the back, but you're giving up that space. You're letting them have that space. And as I say that, you actually lose the spawn. So your teammates also lose the fight. So you overcommitting there on the attack maps, you standing here, you overcommitted, you lost that fight, so you're in the death zone. Your teammates also lost their fight. So now, because you're in the death zone, this guy is blocking the spawns. Guess what? You now spawn at A. So that one death you just had and your teammates messing up has lost you spawns. Those are the decisions we need to clean up. Just having the patience there to say, I don't need to chow that. Now you spawned out. You see the effect it has? Again, I expect you guys to break it, not an issue. You end up breaking it. If these guys were slightly better, which I'm keep on referring to, it would have been harder. And we have to take that into consideration because our job here is to level you up. The level you're playing at isn't the level we want to see. We want to see a level above. If you play like this against the players above, you wouldn't have played, like, you might have lost it because this game you kind of out mechanicked your opponents, like, if that makes sense. Like you just outslayed your opponents by quite a bit. You're dropping cruises and all that stuff. In terms of the way you played, we could definitely improve it. Okay, it wasn't up to the standard that I want to see from you in terms of the way you played. The gun skill was really good. Your gunfights, you won a lot, but the way you play the hard point, the way you were rotating and cutting lanes, that's where I want to help you improve. That pacing, that just, you know, adding that extra layer to it. Okay, let's keep going through. Now you're in the P2. See what you do here. It's kind of difficult to break it. P2 is very hard, very mixy. You end up going through. Good play. Oh, okay, not bad at all. You end up spawning there. Yeah, good play. You should win the game from there. You should literally win the game from there. And there you go. So you can see how I'm reading the situations, again, just depending on what's happening. But that's gonna be it for this one, YouTube. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. That was a big VOD review on Skyline. Again, for me, this kind of layer concept is being really helpful when I'm coaching people, so hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. If you guys like these sessions, want your own sessions, let me know down below and I'd love to work with you guys. Just create a ticket. If you look in the description of the video, right, it says coaching. It gives you the exact instructions. Please follow those if you guys want coaching, and I'll be able to provide the service. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like. It helps out massively. Subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys for another video later on today. Peace.